Today I'm going to review how to create a braided hair texture. Okay, so your braid will start out by creating some C kind of curved shapes. The C curves start about a little below, midway through the curve above. And I'm going to taper those off for the end of the braid. Okay, this is your first step. Sorry, my door just closed really loudly. I hope you guys didn't hear that. But okay, so now step two. Okay, step two is going to, you guys just keep adding on to step one on the same braid. Okay, if this didn't look right to you, just start again, because I'm going to do the same thing here. To start step two. And I'm going to taper off just as I did there. This is step two, and to add on to that, we are going to create the curves going in the opposite direction. So now they are going this way. Okay, at the bottom of the braid, you are going to just kind of create like a little rubber band type of deal where the hair would be tied off, and you can create the end of the hair at the bottom. Okay, now for step three. Once again, for your step three, you can just keep going on the same braid. You don't have to do each section the way I have. Just going to adjust these a little bit. Okay, taper it at the bottom. Okay, and again, same thing. The curves go in the opposite direction. Okay, and just make sure you guys can see all of this. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit for you. Okay, and I'm going to finish off my braid, just taper it off, put a rubber band or some little kind of hair tie at the bottom. And that's that. Now, how to make this look like hair? We have to imagine that the hair is getting woven over and under, right? That's what braids do. So as the area of hair is going to dive underneath this section, the hair is going to get darker, okay? And it's going to get kind of lighter in the center where the braid of hair, like the width of the hair, is most exposed to the light. So I'm gonna make my lines kind of curved because I want to illustrate that the hair is curving, right? And the lines are going to get lighter in the center of each one of these shapes, and they're going to get darker at the top and the bottom of each one of the shapes because the hair is coming out. So it's kind of being overlapped and it's in shadow. Now it's lighter, right, in this section. And then it's going to dive back under this piece, so it's getting covered up again at the bottom, and therefore it will have more shadow. So with this mark making and shading technique to help us illustrate the light and the way the hair is moving, it gives us a more realistic drawing of braided hair. And it does take time, and you do kind of want to blend it so it doesn't look like choppy, but if it gets too dark, you can just use your eraser like I've taught you in previous tutorials, and just kind of blend it out with the eraser, and then add back in some lines if you need to. Also, this can be done with a colored pencil. So say you want your braid to be a blonde braid, you might make this lighter part yellowy, and then as it gets to the darker areas, you might use a light brown colored pencil for the shadowed areas. So that might be a really kind of cool illusion. And then if you wanted your hair to be a brown braid, you would use a dark brown for all the outlining and the dark shadows of the hair, and then you would use a light brown colored pencil to color in this section here where the braid is lighter. Red braid, you would probably use a dark brown or a dark kind of red color for the outlining and dark shadows. And then for the lighter sections of the braid, you are going to use a lighter red colored pencil, or even like probably a red orange colored pencil for the lighter sections of the braid. So this will work. This technique should work really nicely if you're going to use colored pencils. Why would you need to draw a braid? Maybe in your artwork you want to draw a princess with a long braid, or maybe you want to draw a mermaid with a long braid of hair, or maybe you're doing a portrait and your subject has a braid. So it's just kind of a fun technique to know, and it's kind of cool. So keep going with the shading and make sure that you're blending it and making any adjustments as needed. Feel free to watch this video as many times as you need to in order to really nail this technique. Keep a sharp pencil, colored pencils, and regular pencil. If your pencil is not sharp enough, you are not going to get the nice line quality that you need for illustrating hair. And then how would you finish the top of the braid? I'm thinking some people might be wondering, how would you finish the top of the braid? Depends on what kind of hairstyle you want. So you can either create a ponytail, kind of taper it here. Usually the braid is thicker at the top, and you can create like a hair tie and then have that be part of the back of a head. Or if this is going to be for your Freaky Fingers project, you can just end it, and this is maybe the texture of one of your fingers, then you can just have it growing off the top of the finger and then just make your finger go around here, and you would have the skin of the finger behind the braid. All right, that just about does it. Thanks for watching.